These three, Harrison, I have not heard anything other than possibly Scherzer going to the Phillies, but with them getting Lazardo, I don't know if he ends up going there now. But Scherzer, Verlander, and Kershaw, where are they going? What are they doing?
You can read my prediction right in there. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a market for any of them right now necessarily. I could so honestly, I could see these guys sitting around until May when somebody gets hurt and getting a phone call.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody right now is prepared to give these guys anything more than like an incentive laden contract because I don't think you know what you're going to get.
yeah,
Kershaw pitched 30 innings last year, and not even sure if he can get on the field still. Scherzer was terrible in the limited time he was out there, and Verlander was terrible in the limited time he was out there. And
yeah.
these are all guys. I mean, I shouldn't say they're not all guys. Kershaw's a little bit younger, but Max and Justin Verlander are not young guys.
No,
These
no.
guys have got a lot of miles in those arms. Verlander is one of the most durable guys out there, or had been. But I don't. I could see the season starting with all three of those guys on the couch, and then somebody gets hurt and they get a call. But I
Yeah,
don't think anybody wants to commit to them right now because I don't think you know what you're going to get.
yeah. All my predictions are kind of like a feel-good baseball story, if you will. Scherzer and Verlander go back to Detroit where it all started,
Could
and
you
they just
imagine if the
kind of
Tigers got them for like dirt cheap and they were the 4 or 5 starters and
yeah,
like how fun that would be?
yeah, and it's kind of like their sunset tour, and then I, as much as there's rumors that Kershaw would go to the Rangers for a year because that's his home state and finish out his career. I just think the Dodgers bring him back on a crazy, crazy cheap contract to get his 41 strikeouts to get to 3,000 Ks, and then
Yep.
Kershaw hangs him up. I think that's the deal with him. Um, I don't see Kershaw going anywhere else except for retire in Dodgers at this point. But I think it would be cool to see Scherzer and Verlander back in Detroit where it all started and then just have them ride off into the sunset. And then we'll see them all at the Hall of Fame induction ceremony in 6 years.
Yeah, and like I said, I could see them popping up and coming in later in the season. Almost like Clemens used to do. I'll pitch half a year somewhere. But I do think there's going to be a level of there's going to be some teams like we've talked about the bottom feeders, the lower payroll teams that are going to be looking in February, but like who didn't get signed? Okay, cool. Max Scherzer's out. Let's call Max, see what his price is. There's rumors today that the Cardinals are considering calling Max Scherzer to see if he come in on a 1 year low money incentive laden deal. Because what do you got to lose? Like you
Right.
got nothing to lose. You don't commit a lot of
Yeah.
money to him. You let him go earn it by pitching. Like I see February, March, like that's when teams are going to start really calling on those guys, see what the situation is, or in the season when somebody gets hurt. But
Yeah.
I don't see any of those guys signing before the season, before spring training starts. I just don't think teams need them. And I
Yeah.
don't
I
think
would
teams
agree.
trust that there's anything left to get.
Yeah. I completely agree with that.